Hi, my name is Jonny Hughes and I'm the Rabbi at Radlett United Synagogue, just down the road from Radlett Prep. It's a real pleasure to be able to speak to you today, and it's very exciting that it comes at a time when we are all going back to school. I've got children as well, and all going back to school, so it's a really great step into positivity to be able to see our friends and teachers again. And I wanted to share one story with you, which I think can inspire us at this time and during this very strange year where we've had some unique challenges. Let me share it with you. This story comes from Argentina in South America, and it's based on a factory there where they make food, and over 200 people work at this factory. Anyway, the owner was always the first to arrive in the morning to the factory and the last to leave as well. And there was one entrance and exit manned by a security guard named Domingo. And one evening, the owner, who was driving in his big fancy car, he was on his way out of the car park, and he was driving past Domingo, and he had his window down, and he called, "Domingo, it's okay. The place is empty. The factory is empty. You can go home now." So Domingo said, "It's not empty. David is still inside." Now, David was the manager in the factory, and Domingo had noticed that David had not left. "What are you talking about?" said the owner. "Everyone left 2 hours ago." "No," insisted Domingo. "David is still inside." So they both enter the factory and they start looking for David. They look in the office building, he's not there. They search in the loading bay and the packing area, no sign of him. Finally, they prise open the heavy door to the sub-zero refrigeration room where the food is kept cold. On the floor, they see someone shivering. It was David. He'd been accidentally locked into the room and was freezing. They took him out, they wrapped him in some blankets, gave him some warm water to drink, and they called for the ambulance, and the doctors came. And after thawing out, David was just fine. When leaving, the owner of the factory said to Domingo, the security guard, "How on earth did you know that David was still inside the factory building?" "Well," Domingo responded, "there are hundreds of people working here, and they all pass my security hut on the way in and the way out. None of them ever say hello to me. None of them look at me. It's like I don't exist. All except David. Every morning, David greets me with a smile. He says, 'Good morning, Domingo.' He wishes me a wonderful day. He shakes my hand. And in the evening, when he leaves, he bids me a pleasant evening and asks me how my day has been. How are my family doing? He treats me with dignity and makes me feel like I matter." So, of course, I noticed that he could not have left the factory, because I would have remembered the warm words he would have given me on his way out. You see, I think the message of this story is that the greatest gift that a person can give to someone else is to make them feel respected and to make them feel important. That gift doesn't cost a penny, but it gives life. Because David gave honor to Domingo, to another person. It was orchestrated that his own life would be saved. He noticed others, so he was noticed himself. So at this time, when we're going back into school and we're interacting with our friends again, and we're working in a classroom and we're with our teachers again, we have an amazing and incredible opportunity to treat people with dignity. Maybe we've not noticed people, maybe we haven't realized that we didn't give that person a smile, we could have made someone a bit happier. A little bit of care goes a long way. And when we're back at school, it's the perfect opportunity to practice this trait of making people feel special. And in the Jewish year, in the Jewish calendar, we're just coming up to Passover, where we remember the Israelites, having been slaves in Egypt for 210 years, were freed and became free people. What does it mean to be free? It means to be free to care for people, to be free to do the right thing. And now we all have the opportunity. We're out of being locked up in lockdown into the freedom of being able to be there for one another. So let's all try that little bit extra to give happiness, to treat people with dignity, and give them the greatest gift of all. Have a great day. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Bye for now.